para mí es un honor de poder estar aquí en Balaído, ¿no? Ha sido un estadio que ha hecho muchísimos goles, ha hecho una carrera magnífica. Estaba yo en el Málaga haciendo muchísimos goles, entonces ha tenido una propuesta, ha tenido una conversación con Horacio, con todos los directivos, y para mí fue emocionante porque tú llegar a un equipo como Celta de Vigo, para llegar hay un camino muy grande, hay que trabajar mucho, hay que estar todos los días muy concentrado, disciplina táctica, disciplina en todo. Entonces es muy importante tener, es lo primero. Eso aquí es lo más importante. Lo que el entrenador está explicando lo que tiene que hacer. Entonces yo lo comento siempre a ellos, que hay que aprender. Estamos en una fase de aprendizaje muy grande. La formación de ellos es más importante de la academia. La academia, lo que más interesa la academia Malaga City, la formación. El objetivo de la academia es formar lo máximo, que no final de año tenemos la certeza que ensinamos a ese chico algo. Eso es más importante. Que ele esteja feliz, a felicidade dele é a felicidade da academia.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everyone tuning in here live on YouTube. We are in Lucena in what is the Cordoba region of Spain for a showcase friendly tonight with our FC Malaga senior team against Ciudad de Lucena, a club with a lot of history and a lot of potential who are even in a division above us in terms of the league. So we'll have more information about Lucena as it comes up. We will have lineups for you just on the way, but this is a massive chance, a massive opportunity for our players, and really one of the great opportunities that FC Malaga City Academy provides for our players. So we've got the FCMC first team, of course, taking a break from their league competition this week to play in a friendly, and we'll have the lineups for you just underway. FC Malaga City currently sits second in their league right now, one behind CDS Depona. and Ciudad de Lucena are currently high flyers in the Tercera division of Spain, within the top 4 and challenging for promotion this season. So this should be a very hotly anticipated contest, a very hotly contested contest. But we do remember it is a friendly, so this is for a lot of some of the players that aren't totally getting all the minutes that they might want or might need. So it's a really good experience for our players to get out there, test themselves against competition that is a division higher. So as now we do have the lineups for you and only a few numbers. In goal, we have FC Malaga City senior at regular Fune. We have Pancho playing left back. And a big return for number 2, Lucas de Paula. The Brazilian from the title side last year has come back after an adventure in Sweden. He will be playing right back for his first game tonight, and I think there may be some big news with him on the way, so keep your eyes peeled to our social media for that. We've also got Angel and Usu, the center back pairing of recently. Pape, Kundai, and Pablo make up the midfield 3, with Javi Rodelas, Alvaro de Ojo, and Kobe forming the front 3. So should be a relatively balanced attack tonight, with good shape behind the ball. Fune in goal has been an ever-present in net for Malaga City. And with no further ado, the referee blows the whistle, and we are underway here in Lucena. First touch there on the wing for Alvaro de Ojo, sporting new boots, as he was very happy to show me on the bus ride this morning. As the ball finds its way to the feet of Kunde Mukweva, who switches play quickly to the left-back Pancho. Malaga City will look to continue playing their style of possession-based football tonight, regardless of whether the opponent's in a division higher or not. We really do want to play that style, as you can see there with Usu finding Pape in the midfield gap, but he's put under pressure from the Lucena striker. Does well to get out of the side. And first touch there for number 2, Lucas de Paula. We will get zoomed in on him. The benefit of having the production team right next to me. I can kind of tell him what I want. But Lucas de Paula is back. I'm sure we'll speak more about him as he gets more involved. But Lucena looks to break through here. Closed down well by Ususike. As Pancho overlaps Pablo Maldonado on the left-hand side and drives forward confidently, looking for the feet of Javier Rodelas. Does well to keep it in. Attacks 1v1. He's got Pancho on the overlap. Will he use it? He tries to find him down the line. Looks like he was offside, and the referee agrees, and the flag is up for an early offsides here. So once again, I'd like to welcome everyone to the stream in this first minute. Got to replay that offsides decision right here. And even on the replay, you can tell he was pretty clearly offsides. So I would like to welcome everyone onto the stream tonight. We'll be keeping the eyes on the comments as usual. So if you're watching, tell us where, tell us why you're watching, tell us who you're watching. We will give you a shout out as we do every time here. So it's great to hear from you. It'll be great to hear from you. It'll be great to read your comments out. We may even have a special guest commentator or two on the way up tonight. So keep your eyes and ears peeled on the game. Big things ahead. We are here at an absolutely beautiful setting in Lucena tonight, in the Cordoba region of Spain. It's about 13 degrees with the sun just setting over the mountains in the background. And what a stadium we are at. I'm sure when on one of the wide shots you'll see it, I'll have one of our camera people get a nice shot of the stand. It's an absolutely beautiful stadium for a club in Tercera with a brilliant 3G pitch. And really, we can't ask for better facilities. I'm not sure if my producer here next to me has seen better facilities that we've worked at this year, but it's an absolute pleasure, an absolute treat to work at a place like this. As Alvaro de Ojo is fouled, leading to a free kick on the right-hand side for FC Malaga City. Quickly over to take it. Looks like Lucas de Paula will try to get us back into play quickly. Goes for the big switch, the 60-yard wonder ball, looking for the head of Javier Rodelas, cut out well by the Lucena defender. Pape recollects it in the middle. Line-breaking pass by Usu intercepted as Lucena look to maintain possession. Alvaro does well to intercept the pass, but just slips on the bit of wet turf. It was water before, as all turf here is in Spain. So maybe just a bit wet. We'll wait for it to dry out and see if the grip improves. Of course, a friendly match tonight, so this is a great opportunity for both coaches, both technical staffs to really try things, try some players in some unnatural positions, give a break to some players that have been playing a lot of games, and also just give the players that really need a chance to shine and show themselves, hopefully trying to get into that 11 on the Saturdays and Sundays, an opportunity really to show themselves against an opponent who may be a division higher, but with all these players have aspirations and dreams to play at this level and hopefully higher with the ability of that. So we'll keep our eyes on all the players involved. Of course, I'll share a bit of the background and some of the story on the players that I know. And if you do have any comments or do know any of the players, please let me know. I will gladly shout them out online. We've got a quick replay in the corner here. There's number 14, Angel Areola. Looks like he's sporting the captain's armband tonight. First time I do remember seeing Angel with the captain's armband, so big congratulations to him. Of course, Angel with the trial in Mallorca during the summer, one of the most promising prospects here at FC Malaga City. As we have a brief break in play as Alvaro ties his shoes. We do have an early comment rolling in from Hugo Vicente, my favorite commentator, Hugo. Of course, probably watching live from my apartment. Of course, Hugo of CD Almun Ecar senior stardom, we'll say. What a player he is. Scored 2 goals at the weekend to give us a win. So, Hugo, it's very nice to see you. Très bien, tu, Hugo? A little bit of French for him, as the wizard is from Paris, indeed. Probably watching at the apartment with Hugo Vicente and Johan Leborhi, 2 CDAC senior players, who will be live in action this weekend. I believe on Sunday at 12, we will be seeing them live on this same YouTube channel. So if you want to see the magical French wizard Hugo Vicente live on YouTube, tune in on Sunday at 10, and we will be there. Ball stolen in the middle by Pablo Maldonado. Lucena maintained possession, looking to switch back and forth. Bit of early sparring here. Neither side, I wouldn't say either side's really gotten control of the game quite yet. The early sparring stages here is we're about 5 minutes in, and we are working on getting numbers for you, so when you see the substitutions, we'll be able to tell you everything. Long ball over the top. Lucena squares it into the middle, well cut out by Usu, and then recollected on the ground by Fune. Good communication there between the two, between center back and goalkeeper, as Malaga City look to play out quickly through the feet of Fune. And there's that ball inside to Pape again, who dwells on it a bit too long but does get away with it. Finds Angel, who's billed down the left-hand side. Ball is cycled over to Usu, drives forward confidently, looking for the feet of Lucas De Paula, finds him in stride. De Paula cuts in and decides to maintain possession. Very good high pressure from Lucena there. Now the referee blows for a foul on Pape. More interplay there from Usu and Pape. Ball from Usu cut out by the Lucena number 7, who looks dangerous and quick. He almost had a 1-2 there, looking to continue his run. Might be a danger man that we've got to look out for. It looks like he's stationed on the left-hand side. Ball played inside from Angel Areola. Finds his way to Koundai. Great partnership that Pape and Koundai have formed in the middle. Really grown together well after the first half of the season. And have become a formidable combination, one to be dealt with in División de Honor. Good clearance there from Lucas De Paula. Brought down brilliantly on the left-hand side by Pancho. What a touch that was off the thigh. Finds Koundai inside. Drives forward, does well to evade the tackle of 2 defenders, and possession's maintained. Malaga City maintaining possession, but really cannot seem to break out of their own half right now. It seems to be a problem for both sides. Flicked header there from Pablo Maldonado. Lucena looks like they're starting just to get a foothold on the game here. All the Malaga City possessions been in their own half, and Lucena seems to be moving the ball around the back quite confidently. Malaga's very disciplined in their shape under head coach Juan Carlos Agnon. They've worked very, very well in training the last few weeks about it, coming back from Christmas break. Only, I believe, their 2nd or 3rd game back. So good for the players that haven't been playing as much to get their legs back under them, really get a good 90, 45 minutes of fitness in. I'm sure we will get the floodlights flickering on soon as the light begins to dim. Just absolutely gorgeous out here tonight. So nice to be in Spain after a cold Christmas break in New York. I'm out here in shorts right now and really could not be happier to be back, to have spent all day in the sun and outside again. But I do have to admit to just a bit of jealousy as to not be on this beautiful pitch tonight. Watching from up here, it just looks like the ball absolutely glides across the surface. A real credit to Lucena, and a credit to their investors and their team and their owners, as this pitch is one of the best I have really ever seen, especially for the level it's at. Don't think you do better than this. I think a lot of the players are finding it warmer than they expected, already having seen a few players get rid of their gloves and their snoods and their skin layers. So maybe a bit warmer, but we'll see what happens come the second half. Good defensive header there from the Lucena center back, covering well. Ball finds its way to Lucas Tapala, to Alvaro, but the ball again turned over by Usu. Ball moved across again by Lucena. I don't think their keeper has had a touch in the game yet. Lucena starting to stamp their authority again. Paes just evades the outstretched toe of Pape and then Kundai. Lucena looked to build, prodding and probing, trying to find the gaps between the Malaga City lines. Malaga City doing well, staying disciplined. Real bank of 4 and then a bank of 3 there with Pape and Kundai in the middle as the ball swung dangerously and just over the head of the arriving striker. Pape does well to recollect and find the feet of Alvaro. Lucas Tapala decides against going back to Fune, who would have been put under pressure, and clears just in front of the Malaga City bench. Throw-in taken quite quickly to the number 15. In a bit of space, as Juan Carlos asked for less distance between Kundai and Papi. One of the benefits of being bilingual is you can indeed translate exactly what the coach said, and I can tell you, the viewer. So Juan Carlos asking for a bit more closeness, if that's a word, between the two central midfielders who really have an important role of breaking up the attacks in front of that back 4 so the strikers don't have a clear run at them. Get a replay of that here. I think the referee signaled for an offsides. We will slow it down for you. We've got the slow-mo, and from our pictures it looks just about offside, and I think live it did as well. So well called by the referee. As Fune runs forward confidently to take the free kick. Of course, Fune from Malaga has played at this level before, spent all of last season at a club I cannot remember, I'm sure he has told me, but in this Tercera División. He dropped down this year to get a bit more minutes, a bit more game time, and he has been an absolute credit to himself and to the academy, leading this FC Malaga City senior team into second place in División de Honor as we enter the second half of the season, clearly in line for promotion here. And Fune has been a major reason behind that. There was one game this season he did indeed save 2 penalties, a game we unfortunately weren't at, but we can't always bring you the best ones. I'm sure we brought you 0-0 instead that day. But Fune has been an absolute credit to himself and to the side. And a great player to have here. Really taught me a lot, especially when I was training with his team. Head coach Juan Carlos Renon asking Lucas Tapala to be more attacking. We heard Lucas salta, which means attack. As if on cue, Lucas Tapala saltas, just like that, and cuts out the pass. Well, that was one of my better call-out, and I'm sure Juan Carlos feels pretty good about himself as well. Tells Lucas exactly what he needs to do, and not 5 seconds later, Lucas does just that. So well called, coach. Bit of a split FC Malaga City senior team today, so some familiar faces that you'll be used to seeing and hearing, such as Jacob Thompson, Cam Williams. A few of them are on the bench today. Of course, Ivan Parra still working down at Estepona, so a few of those similar faces. You may be seeing them feature in the second half, but this is a bit of a split squad today, as we've mentioned before. Great feet there from Pablo Maldonado to turn away from the midfield and draw the foul. Looks like a bit of coming together of the legs there. Hopefully both players are all right. We should have a replay right here. De Paulo finds the feet of Del Ojo. Pablo Maldonado does well to shimmy away from a defender, and then it looks like the legs just got tangled with the number 19 coming off just worse than Maldonado, who does brilliantly to find a pocket of space and turn his man. Juan Carlos again imploring his line to get a bit higher up the pitch. Really needs to get out. Brilliant feet there from Javi Rodelas to find Pancho down the line, who continues it. Tries to return from Javi Rodelas as the ball is cleared just inside the stadium. Pancho takes it quickly into the feet of Maldonado. Oh, just a miscommunication there between Pablo and Kobe as Lucena look to break. Touch around to Paula. Can Pape recover? Pape does brilliantly in the center to recover that. What a challenge that was. Started off about 5 yards behind the player. Done brilliantly to close behind him and clear the ball for a Lucena throw-in. We do have a comment coming in from Lazarus Musis. I'm sorry, I've totally got your name wrong, but the optics on our screen aren't that great. I think our good one is broken. He says, let's go, boys. Yes, indeed, Lazarus. We will get that screen fixed just as soon as we can so I can properly read your name. But thank you for your comment. Thank you for tuning in. It's great to hear from you. Malaga City here looking to shorten the field, about a 30-yard gap between the strikers and the back line, with that gap shrinking every time that Fune or Juan Carlos gives the shout. So we want to shorten the field, allow them space in behind us. They seem to be a team intent on playing in front of us. Don't know if they have a total long ball threat. And as we can see from the shots here, a striker in the middle oftentimes splits out to the wide or comes into the pocket to try to find the space. So maybe look like they may be willing to sacrifice that space in behind in order to keep the play a bit tighter in front of them. Brilliant switch there as number 7 cuts inside. Striker does indeed find that pocket, but it's cut out by Usu. Kobe gets a chance to run here. Lucena keeper's first touch of the game. Sprays the ball out to the center back as Lucena maintained possession. Ball was just too far for Kobe. Couldn't use all of his pace there, but once you see him in a dead sprint, you will realize just what an athlete Kobe is. Absolutely fantastic with the ball at his feet, can finish like the best of them, and his pace is, I personally have never seen anything like the pace of Kobe. So hopefully we get a chance to see him in behind today at full gallop. Be a real treat for everyone. Brilliant outside of the foot pass there from Angel, just evades the outstretched leg of Javi Rodelas. So Lucena maintained possession. Ball cut out by Kundai, who's immediately put under pressure from the Lucena captain, who then wins the ball back dangerously to Musu. A 3v2 here for Lucena. The number 7's in on the left-hand side, cuts inside around Usu, and tucks the ball away into the far corner. Wow, what a finish that was from the number 7. Some really good pressure there from Lucena. Results in the first goal of the match being scored by the Lucena number 7. We will get a replay for you right now as Kundai just dwells a bit too long on the ball. Ball from Angel to Usu, just too short. Usu couldn't find the pass. Slipped in ball from the captain. Brilliant cutback there. Usu goes past, just waits for the opportunity for that back post to open up and tucks it away just inside the post. Really good composed finish there from the number 7. Nice little tribute on a shin pad to whoever's on there, as Malaga finds themselves 1-0 down in the 17th minute. So we will get that up for you right away, as Malaga have a bit of a job to do now. Hopefully a bit of the early nerves might have come out playing against a team a division higher, and we begin to find a foothold in this game and really climb out of it as the ball goes all the way back to the keeper. Let's see how Lucena try to play out. Looks very similar to the same way we do, with the ball being bounced into the number 6 and then cycled back out, as Kundai looks like he commits a foul, and the referee does indeed whistle for that foul for a Lucena free kick.
Muy bien, Salvi, muy bien. Venga, arriba, Álvaro.
Player seems to be okay. Of course, the last thing anyone wants to see in a match, in a friendly match like this, is anyone getting injured. So good to see the player back up and on his feet as Lucena continue to build again. We do have quite a sizable crowd here for tonight for a friendly, about 100 people into the stand. which is a very good crowd for this. Of course, both sides interested in a showcase friendly such as this. I'm sure there'll be plenty of scouts from not only Lucena, but possibly from other clubs in the area too, putting our players in a real shop window, which I'm sure Juan Carlos may not be too pleased about, because I'm sure he'll want to keep every single one of his players for the upcoming title challenge and promotion challenge. But of course, we always want to hear what's best for the players, and if a player can manage to find themselves a move, great for them, and we will fully encourage that. Captain Angel Areola marshalling there. Takes the armband from Ivan Parra today, who is, of course, working in Estepona, I do believe. Of course, Ivan has been a loyal servant to the club, but as has Angel Areola, come up through the academy system as one of the most highly rated players here, I do have to say. He's just a brilliant person, brilliant guy. Feel a little bit of pride to see him have the armband tonight. Ball inside to Kunde Mukweva. Another player slips here. It seems to be a bit of a trend. I'm not sure. I was able to walk around the pitch before, and it's very nice 4G surface, brand new, but it may lead to a little bit of slipping, especially with the water beforehand. So an interesting thing to keep an eye on, especially if a defender starts to get run at. You could almost see it with Usu there. Wasn't sure he was so positive about his footing as the striker cut back on him. So we'll keep our eyes on that throughout the game. Brought down well on the far side by Pancho, who then is fouled. Referee plays advantage with Pape in possession, but doesn't whistle it back as we lost possession relatively quickly there. Strange call by the referee, who I thought's been fantastic so far. Not had too much to do, but done everything quite well. Lucena looked to build some pressure there from Kobe. Lucena managed to find that pass in between the lines. Good header there from Lucas Tapala to marshal it back to Usu, who decides to take the no-risk roll. Ooh, and the touch from Juan Carlos just goes a bit awry, but he'll call it a pass to the number 3. So unbelievable pass that was. As Lucena looked to build again through the back. We will, of course, be giving the production and the camera crew shout-outs as we go, but hopefully we can see a few more of your comments. Give me something to talk about. Give me some interesting information. Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are in the world. Tell me what time it is in the world. Tell me if you're drinking coffee, if you're drinking tea, or maybe you're having a bit of a pre-dinner beverage. You never know. It's all encouraged here. But if you are watching, let us know. And I may even look for my producer for some information, if I can give some information in Spanish, in case we do have any of the Spanish viewers on tonight. We are getting a nod, so within the next few minutes, I will try to break out my rudimentary Spanish. And if you are watching, you do not be afraid to comment in Spanish. I will be able to translate it, I hope. As Pancho looks to break down the left-hand side. Referee says nothing doing. Looks like he was barged over there. We may get a replay for that soon, but looked like Pancho was just pushed off the ball, but referee says nothing doing, continues play. Really good interplay there, and a 1-2 from Lucena. So number 17 breaks down the left-hand side, cuts it back inside for the 7. First touch takes him away from Pape, but Mukweva's there to clean up behind. Brief break in play there as both Kundai and Pape have a bit of a word between them. Referee has decided on a drop ball. After the conversation between Kundai and Pape, we look just to be back underway here with feet, through the feet of Angel Areola, who dwells too long on the ball. And Lucena is in behind here. Brilliant stop by Fune to cut out the chance. Wow, what a save that was from Fune. Angel just spent a bit too long on the ball. Broke inside, but Fune was alert, quickly off his line, did the full Spanish-style spread, managed just to get a trailing leg on the ball and keep out. Brilliant save there from Fune, who we were just speaking about before, really showing his worth there to the side. We are just sorting through a bit of technical work right now, so we will get you replays just as soon as we can as the number 3 breaks into the box, cuts it back, and the shot at the top of the box is blazed over the bar. Brilliant try there from the number 19. Looks like the left winger managed to find his way infield for a cutback. I think we do have a replay for you here. This is a bit of an extended one, so we'll give you the full 15-second experience. So big switch of play. Cuts inside. Brilliant 1-2 played. Looks like Alvaro just dwelled a little bit too long. And the cutback goes just over the bar. But Lucena quickly on the attack here. Back heel flick. Ooh, goes just wide of the far post. We will get a replay of that for you just now, as that was an absolutely brilliant try. So looks like it all came from a poor goal kick. Fune played short to Usu, whose attempted switch of play was easily cut out. Finds its way to the feet of number 10. And, oh, look at that bit of creativity from the striker. The back heel flick just on the wrong side of the post. The right side of the post if you're FC Malaga City, but as a fan of the game, just on the wrong side of the post. Brilliant bit of ingenuity there. Great to see that at this level. Long ball from Fune finds its way to the feet of Pablo Maldonado, who does brilliantly to keep it in. Decides to cycle the ball back to Pancho. Cuts it back to Maldonado. 50-50 coming here. Wow, brilliant feed there from Maldonado as he breaks in behind. It's a 3 versus 3. Javi Rodell is running on the left-hand side. Maldonado slips him in. Can Rodellas cut in and shoot? He can on the right foot. Ooh, and the strike goes just wide of the far post. Brilliant break there from FC Malaga City. Pablo Maldonado finds the feet of Javi Rodellas, who blazes his shot just wide looking for the far post. So good interplay there. All started with Maldonado. Wow, look at that footwork. Too bad we haven't got that zoomed in. That would be brilliant to see. Maldonado drives forward confidently, slips in Rodellas, who cuts inside, similarly to the Lucena player. Oh, but his shot just can't find the back of the net and curls just wide of the outside post. Good chance there for FCMC. Real first chance of the game. Really good to see that attacking intent coming forward, and a brilliant break there. Has to be said from Pablo Maldonado. Done really, really well. One of our younger players at only 20 years of age. Brilliant break going forward. Some great pace shown, and unselfish to find Javi, and try to set up the best chance possible. There is Rodellas. Does well to marshal the ball back to Pancho. Ball finds its way to the feet of Usu. Usu into the feet of our favorite Brazilian, LDP. To the feet of Alvaro. Does well to win back possession. And FCMC maintains. All the way back to the feet of Fune, who is being pressed hard. Will have to go first time here, but wow, what a ball that is. Straight to the feet of Pancho. First time from Fune on his instep. No hesitation, just absolutely pings one to the feet of Pancho. What a ball that was. Do have a comment from Antonio Carvalho. What year group is playing? So in terms of both sides, this is both senior teams playing. So these are all men, for lack of a better word. So no under 23s, no under 21s, or none of the academy at all. There will be some players that are below, of course, those ages, but this is 2 senior teams. So this is the senior team of FC Malaga City and the senior team of Lucena. Not sure what the lineup strength of Lucena is, of course, as we have not been gifted that inside information, but I may ask their goalkeeper coach, who just happens to work for us as well. But this is both first teams. This is 2 very good teams playing against each other who really want to test themselves against some of the better teams in the area. Big challenge there on the far side from Maldonado. Leaves the Lucena player down. We'll get a replay of that for you. Looks like a fair one from here for Maldonado. Of course, it was on the far side. Great camera work there. Maldonado just loses the ball, and he does go in relatively full-blooded. Don't think he can have too many arguments about the free kick. Good movement there from Lucena. Really finds the gaps well. Number 3 on the overlap. Dangerous chance here. Goal scorer number 7 cuts inside to the striker. Ball almost finds its way back, but marshaled well by Usu Takundai, who was pulled back as the referee whistles for a foul. So we approach the 30-minute mark here. Malaga City has grown into this game under pretty significant pressure for the first 15 minutes, but it really found their footing here, for lack of a better word, on a relatively slippery pitch. But it found their footing and have been doing well. Big chance for Javi Rodelas before, the first real chance of the game, but a big one at that. And since scoring, Lucena have threatened, and aside from the one save from Fune, haven't had too much of an opportunity. Juan Carlos shouting instructions. Not sure if you can hear through the pitch side mics, but shouting instructions to Kundai, telling him to play more forward, more direct, as is the case. Malaga a bit stretched here with the pitch. The backline could do with getting a bit higher up. Again, breaking behind, ball played in behind Lucas DePaul. Can Usu get there on the cover? Yes, he can, and clears for an Almun for a Malaga City throw-in. Of course, the commentator may also be a bit rusty, as this is his first game back from Christmas break, as well as the producer, so the rust is real for us. This is the first production game that our team has done since being back. So the commentator and the producer both a little rusty right now, as the Lucena striker slips in the box. So for a few of the misspeaks, a few of the technical difficulties, we do apologize. But we are just getting our groove back, and we do believe have 7 more games to bring you this week. 7 more games in total. I believe 3 to 4 of them are being streamed. So no rest for the weary, as the production crew is straight back at it tomorrow and then over the weekend as well. But that's what we do here. That's what we love to do here. We want to bring you as many games as possible, so you will all get the chance to see your loved ones play. Lucena maintain possession, but as you can see now from these shots, the Malaga pressure is a bit higher up the field. Seems to be about 15 to 20 yards higher. Oh, but the pass splits the center midfielders, much to the dismay of Juan Carlos. Big switch over the top of Lucas DePaul. It does just enough to get all of his 5'5" frame and flick the ball clear with his head. Very well marshaled there from Lucas DePaul. Did well on what would have been a dangerous switch of play. But that is what Juan Carlos was speaking about before with Kundai. Needed the play to be a bit higher up, as that pass out of the back about 20 yards just evaded both of them. Another slip in the box from Lucena, but the ball finds its way to number 19. The shot flies just over the crossbar of Funes' goal. So at this point, don't think it's an accident. A lot of slipping on this pitch. Not sure if it's the surface, not sure if it's how the boots are gripping the surface, but it's a replay here, and you'll see the slip. Pape does well to marshal the play. Ball comes to the top of the box, and the striker, right as he's about to take a shot, just his feet give out on him again. And ultimately, the last shot flies harmlessly over the goal, but pitch did us a bit of a favor there, and I'm not sure what it is. I might try to put my boots on at halftime and go have a bit of a runabout just to see what it's just to see really what it is. But there goes Pablo Maldonado again, taking on not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 defenders, but in the end loses out and then wins the ball back brilliantly. Pablo Maldonado, believes so, for my opinion at least, has been the best player for Malaga this half. Lucas De Paula builds with Alvaro Dejo. Alvaro cuts inside onto that dangerous left foot, has a go, and the ball looks like it was closer than the keeper may have thought. Dipped just late over the net. Get a replay of that for you now. Good work on the far side. Brought down well first from Alvaro, and Lucas De Paula plays a quick 1-2. Continued his runs as to drag the midfield away, allowing Alvaro to cut inside onto his ever dangerous left foot, and the shot pretty harmlessly over the goal upon second look. Last 15 minutes of the half here. Half that Malaga has grown into. Started the weaker side, but really grown into well. Pressing much higher up the pitch, and as you can see from here, I don't think you can see it from your shot, but from our shot we can, that every player is currently in the Lucena side of the pitch. So this is clearly a directive coming from both Fune and Net and from the coaching staff to get a much higher line and make it a lot more difficult for Lucena to play out. As they've been forced into a long ball. Angel does really well to shepherd that ball back to Usu, as Malaga now gain possession in the opposition half. Pape switches the play to Usu, looks to continue it again. Will that pass be left too short? Yes, it will, to Lucas Tapala, who thought committed a foul, but referee has decided he did not, to win the ball back for Malaga. So well done there, Lucas Tapala, done just enough not to get the whistle on him. As Angel builds out from the back again into the feet of Kundai Mukweva. And then Pancho down the line sends Javier Rodelas over the top. Will the ball sit up for him on the slippery surface? It will adjust. Rodelas pressures well. It looks to have won his side a corner, but the referee signals for a goal kick. Let's see a replay of that. We've got close-ups of brilliant camera work there, bringing you that shot. Looked like it just hit off the heel of the Lucena player, but referee at field level saw it differently. What do I know? I'm just the commentator. So Lucena look to continue building out of the back, but again are forced into a long ball. But number 7 does brilliantly well to come back, hold it up, and then switch play to the other side. Malaga could be stretched in behind here. DePaula does well to step up. Play is switched again. Number 19 cuts inside well, but step for step, Pape was with him, not allowing him to turn out and really play that dangerous, incisive ball in behind. Lucena build with possession, and we have 2 comments rolling in from Greg Williams. Hello from Carlsbad, California. Let's go Malaga boys. Greg Williams, my guess is you may be the dad of Cameron and Colby Williams. Cameron, of course, on the bench today. Colby, I believe, still in California, maybe watching with you. So, Greg, thank you for tuning in. We're hoping to see Cameron in the second half after a few days of him training with the team in Segunda B. It's great to have Cameron back here with us. Big congratulations to him for signing with our very own owner, George Jeremy, and the GJ14 Sports Agency. So, big congratulations to Cam Williams and all involved. So great to see him back in Spain with us on the bench in the first half. Hopefully will make an appearance in the second half, as he does have game-changing ability. One of the best players I've seen here. One of the best players I may have just ever seen. So really hope he can get on the pitch and change the game for us in the second half. Great feet there again from Pancho, who is unceremoniously dumped to the turf. As Malaga builds again through the feet of Pablo Maldonado. Nice no-look pass there from Papa into the feet of Kundai. Kundai Mukweva, of course, from Zimbabwe. Hopefully his compatriot, Nicky Gayo, will come on for the second half, change the game on the wing. Pressure there from Kobe, just too far away. Oh, great one-touch play from Lucena, but picked up by Javier Rodelas. Drives infield confidently. Can he get a shot away? Looks to slip Kobe in behind. Oh, just a 50-50. Loses out with the defender. Great interception there from Kundai, and then from Javi. Looks to drive forward confidently, as Malaga have really grown into this game. Good spell of pressure from them. Pape wins the ball back very quickly in the midfield. Angel builds again through Usu as we continue looking forward. Usu tries to split the line, but it's cut out amidst yet another slip from Lucena. Lucas Zapala goes back to Usu, who will go all the way back to Fune. And does well to find the feet of Usu again. Usu drives forward and is caught extremely late by the Lucena striker. Wow, that was a bit nasty. Immediately apologetic, but still not the best tackle, especially in a friendly. We will get a replay of that for you. So Fune does well. His first touch gets just stuck under his foot, forcing him to go the Usu direction. Usu ball is clearly gone, and Lucena striker just takes out his standing leg. Not a good tackle, but it's good to see Usu back to his feet pretty quickly, all things considered. As Lucas Zapala just gives him the ball straight away. Well, I guess Usu's got no choice to be fine, as he's back on the ball right now. Zapala into the feet of Alvaro. Ooh, touch just gets away from him. Got a few more comments rolling in. Greg Williams, yes, thank you. Go Cameron. So my hunch was correct. Greg Williams is the dad of Cameron, and of course, not enough good things can be said about Cameron. Absolutely wonderful guy, wonderful kid, and we do wish him all the best while we've got him here. And we've got the big boss himself, George Jeremy. Vamos, yes, indeed. It's great to see George today. At training, of course, the manager and player of the CD Almun senior team, who will be in action on Sunday. So, George, great to hear from you. And I'm very glad I could get the GJ14 agency involved. Really good Really good signing there of Cameron Williams, who I'm sure will go on to do absolutely fantastic things. So, George, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the comment, and I'm sure I will see you at training tomorrow. Areola drives forward confidently, finds the feet of Usu. Malaga have some numbers here if Usu can find the right pass. Kundai in space in the middle. You can almost see Usu's hesitation after a few of those passes were intercepted before. Good feet from Kundai, but loses out to a very strong challenge from number 7. But Pape quickly through the number 19 to make sure the ball goes backwards. We do have a bit of account piracy going on right now, as I've been told that Greg Williams is actually Cameron Williams' mom watching. So, Mrs. Williams, I do truly apologize for referring to you as Greg for the first few messages, but it's great to have you on board. Brilliant to have you here. As we come into the final 5 minutes of the half, Malaga, I do have to say, have been the better side for the last 5 minutes, as a very well-disciplined line earns an offside decision against Lucena. We'll get a replay for you of that now, as I really do like to do now, as I can watch that offsides decision again. This is our very own VAR, although the referees don't accept it. I have asked on multiple occasions. The referees do not accept our VAR from the production booth. Back with you here. One of the Lucena players is down, picked up off the turf. Looked like maybe a bit of an off-the-ball collision there. Didn't totally see everything that happened. But no matter, we are back to live pictures. Referee has signaled for a drop ball, and Pancho gets us back underway. There again is that FCMC style of football into the feet of Pape, just looking to keep possession. Funes sprays yet another brilliant ball to the feet of Pancho. But possession is turned over back to Lucena. But you can see now Kobe and Maldonado both pushing higher up the pitch. Kobe forcing the ball to go back to the keeper instead of across to the center back, as quite a number of substitutes are warming up for the second half. So it looks like we may see wholesale changes here. I'm not sure Juan Carlos would want to change too much, but I can see with my sharp eye across the pitch, I can see both Jacob Thompson and Mario Abumitri warming up. So it looks like we'll be seeing them in the second half. Tough back pass dealt with well by the Lucena keeper. So Abumitri and Thompson look like they're warming up quite vigorously for the second half here, which would be great to see them both on the pitch. We are, of course, lucky enough to have Jacob Thompson's mom here with us tonight. And Mario Abumitri always brings a big crowd from Ohio. So we're looking forward to seeing them both feature in the second half as Lucena break in behind here. Good hold-up play from the striker. Cycles the ball out to the wing. But well covered by Areola. But now the space is left on the far-hand side as De Paula looks to close down the number 7. Ball swung into the box. Should be Funes' ball. Decides to punch. The punch is good to the feet of Javi Rodelas. Plays a quick 1-2 with Pancho. Rodelas in a bit of space in behind here. And Pancho does brilliantly to find Rodelas. It's 2v2 here. Let's see what Javi decides to do. Cut inside the last time, but this time goes towards his left. Gets around the striker. Makes his way into the box, goes down. Referee says nothing doing and signals for a goal kick. And to be honest, from this perspective, looked like a goal kick to me. Some really good interplay. Let's appreciate that first. Pancho finds the ball in behind. Must be a 50, 60-yard sprint with the ball from Javier Rodelas. Fakes the cut inside and goes outside. Looks like the touch was just a bit too far for him. Throws himself to the ground, almost hopeful of a penalty there. The referee did not buy the act and gave a goal kick. Turnover there in the middle from Mukweva in what could have been a dangerous position, but Lucena have decided to track back and keep the ball. It's the feet Angel Areola stepping confidently out of the back, pressuring up the pitch and gets whistled for a foul. Gets a shove for his troubles. but done really well there. That's a spot on the pitch that you can deal with there being a foul. It's about 60 yards from goal. There's absolutely no threat of a long ball coming into the box. And you know what? If you win it there legally, all of a sudden you're in behind. So real no-risk play there from Ariola. Didn't slide in, didn't leave his feet. Just a really good professional defensive foul. Ball evades the outside touch of Mukweva. And of course, this FCMC senior team, a multinational team with quite a few players from all over the world. Of course, we've got the local Spanish guys, Pablo Maldonado, Javier Rodelas, Alvaro de Ojo, and Fune on the pitch right now. And then we've got Lucas Tapala all the way from Brazil. We've got Angel Ariola from the States, both Samba and Kundai, representing a bit of the African contingent. So it's really multinational. You learn a bunch of different styles of football. You really learn how players like to play. So it is really good right now. And having looked to my left, I have just realized this may be the first stadium I've been to with a digital scoreboard in Spain. So right to the left, hidden behind the pole from both the producer and my view. But we've just looked outside. So we've got the live time on the screen, and I've got the live time looking at the scoreboard. So it's great to see that. Lucena, dangerous ball swung in behind. Ooh, and it finds the back of the net. Not too sure how that went in, but we will get a replay for you of that now, as the ball came in from the right-hand side and managed to find its way in the back of the net. So the referee blows for half-time. Ball finds its way to the right wing, swung inside, and it looked like a touch off the chest of the striker. Did really well to manage that. And right on the stroke of half-time, Lucena make it 2-0. A really tough goal to concede. And we do have one very special comment from Jason Lee, who I will shout out and speak about more after halftime. So Jason, please stick around. As the players leave the pitch, it is 2-0 to Lucena after the first 45. A performance to be proud of so far for the FC Malaga City boys against an opponent a division higher. And we will see you in about 15 minutes for the second half. Stay tuned.
let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, so we're in the UK. My first ever trip over to England, and you know, I think it's been a success, to be honest. You know, we're finishing up now our 4-day experience with a tour around Carroll Road. We brought the boys down here last night. They got to see a live Premier League game against Manchester United, and then we're now getting to see the stadium where the Manchester United players and Norwich players were playing last night. So, you know, unbelievable experience. Yeah, I think, you know, it's gone as well as it could have. You know, we have to review it now, and I mean, you can always do better. But for a first hit out, you know, I think we've done a sterling effort, and I can't thank the staff enough. You know, from the media guys to Juan Carlos, Ryan. You know, has been absolute trooper. You know, I think everyone's really dug in, and it shows kind of what this project's about. That it's not just the glitz and glamour, but we've got people that are really here for the cause and just to do the best for the players.
The best thing probably about the academy is just being able to meet different footballers from around the world and play against the big teams that you wouldn't get to in Australia.
The coaches here are absolutely amazing. They help me in everything, teach me the movements, the run, the passes, what to do and what not to do, and to be honest, I've become such a better player since I've arrived.
If I had to describe football in one word, I would choose magical. It's just a sport that I couldn't describe how much it means to me, and everything revolves around it, and it's just all I have, and it's all I'm gonna have, and it's all I want to do for the rest of my life.
I would say life, because I feel like my life moves around football, and it's just, I'm always watching football, I'm always playing football, and I always have it on my mind.
Probably a dream, you know. God's given me the ability to play, so I'm enjoying it. I have to keep working hard, training, and I'll see where it takes me.
I play football because I love it. I just love playing. I love the game, especially Spanish football.
For me, it's my life. Yes, it's my life.
I think I have talent, but like I say, it's not enough for all players. Even if you have talent, you have to work next to training and do everything you can to be at the top level.
Basically, just if you want to make it, just go for it. Train hard, work hard, and don't give up.
Be able to adapt and change to things. Soccer is a very subjective sport, and it's all about the coach's mind and what they're trying to play, but it's really been a fantastic experience for me, and I would recommend you come try it out yourself.
Para mí es un honor de poder estar aquí en Balaído, ¿no? Ha sido un estadio que ha hecho muchísimos goles, ha hecho una carrera magnífica. Estaba yo en el Málaga haciendo muchísimos goles, entonces ha tenido una propuesta, ha tenido una conversación con Horacio, con todos los directivos, y para mí fue emocionante porque tú llegar a un equipo como Celta de Vigo, para llegar hay un camino muy grande, hay que trabajar mucho, hay que estar todos los días muy concentrado, disciplina táctica, disciplina en todo. Entonces es muy importante tener, es lo primero. Isso aqui é o mais importante. O que o treinador está explicando do que tem que fazer. Então eu comento sempre a eles que há que aprender. Estamos numa fase de aprendizagem muito grande. la formação de ellos é mais importante de la academia. La academia, o que mais interessa, la academia Malaga City, la formação. O objetivo da academia é formar o máximo que no final de ano temos a certeza que ensinamos a esse chico algo. Isso é o mais importante. Que ele esteja feliz. A felicidade dele é a felicidade da academia.
Hello and welcome back where the sun has set on the beautiful Lucena night as we enter the darkness stages and right as the second half is about to begin. So everyone tuning back in, that is some great timing. We do have a few substitutions to report, which we will get out to you once we see them. But as a recap, FC Malaga City Senior here are 2-0 down after an early goal and a very late goal from Lucena in the first half. First half that started roughly with a goal conceded within the first few minutes, but Malaga grew into the game, had two brilliant chances through Javi Rodelas, were unable to capitalize, and then right on the stroke of halftime, Lucena nipped in behind and managed to get themselves a second goal. So we do have a few substitutions for you that we will bring you as we speak. Right now I can see number 9 Mario Abumitri came on for number 3 Kobe, and we will get the graphics up for you because my producer is just that good. And it looks like at right back Jacob Thompson has indeed come on as predicted before, so the commentators of Eagle Eye did work. Jacob Thompson has come on for number 2 Lucas De Paula. Jacob Thompson usually wears number 2, not sure what number he's got on tonight. We will throw it in when we know. He just will not cooperate with us and turn around. So we will just throw in a number for him and get that graphic up right away. And we are underway here in the second half. No other changes to report. Looks like Angel's still in the back. Fune has kept his place in goal. And Malaga look to get themselves back into the game, but do concede an early throw-in to Lucena. We do have a few more comments to report. Of course, as mentioned just before halftime, as alluded to, that's the word I'm looking for, the turn of phrase, as Mario Abumitri is told to remove his snoot. We do have Jason Lee saying, Vamos FCMC, supporting the boys from NYC. So, my guess, Jason Lee, CD Almun and FC Malaga City veteran, was here last year, was an ever-present at right back for the CDAC senior team, one of my best friends here from last year. He has parlayed his experience from the CDAC senior side into a scholarship at SUNY Cortland, who I believe made the Final Four for NCAA Division III this year, with Jason Lee being a standout performer for them. So the pathways are there, whether they're in Europe, whether they're in the U.S. The pathways from FCMC to both the professional ranks and the collegiate ranks are there. So, Jason, great to have you on board. Great to hear from you again. I'm sure you'll text me after this telling me that I messed something up. But either way, great to hear you, great to have you on, and hope to hear from you soon. And we do have Patricia Villaseñor Arreol, Sunrise Mountain High School, hi from Las Vegas. So, knowing the players on this team, knowing their names, and knowing where they're from, my guess would be that you are Angel's mom watching from Las Vegas. Of course, Angel with the captain's armband tonight, trial in Mallorca this summer. Angel, and I to a FC Malaga City graduate of the academy, and then parlayed his experience into the first team, was a key part of the title-winning challenge last season, and now has been an ever-present at center back. Believe he started every game this year for the FCMC seniors. I'll get the statistician on that behind me, and he'll get back to me just as soon as possible. But yes, thank you very, very much for tuning in and supporting Angel and the rest of the boys. The second half gets underway here. Malaga will be looking to continue that high line of pressure that we had towards the end of that first half. There was a clear change signaled from the bench from head coach Juan Carlos that it would be beneficial to push that line a bit higher up the pitch. And we started to see the rewards of that with 2 or 3 good chances coming towards the end of the half. We'll be interested to see if that style keeps up as we go into the second half. Long switch of play breaks the line between Javi and Pancho. The ball is cycled back to the Lucena center half. Looks like wholesale changes in terms of Lucena, not seeing too many of the same numbers back on the pitch. Number 7 has come off. The number 19 is still on, but the striker has come off as well. It looks like a few of the changes around the back. So Lucena making some changes here, giving some players to some minutes. I'm sure we'll see more changes. Do see a few FCMC players warming up. Looks like Alex Domingo, Yusuf Cisse, Cam Williams, and Nicky Gallo are all in the corner warming up. So we should be seeing them relatively soon. Looks like Juan Carlos wants to give them a few less minutes. Of course, those 4 have been playing extended minutes for the first team. Jacob Thompson as well, but I know Jacob, he always wants to play, so he may have had a word with Juan Carlos and said, hey, let me get 45 tonight. Knowing Jacob, he may have done that. So he's on the pitch early, but I'm sure we'll be seeing the other 4 and everyone else on the bench at some point soon. Bit of sloppy play there leads to an FCMC throw-in, taken there by number 18, Pancho. Of course, played last year at Torre del Mar in this division, just in a different region, but made the move to FC Malaga City for consistent first-team football. And Pancho, again, like Fune, has been a credit to himself and to the side as well, been an ever-present, only missed a few games through injury, but that his presence was felt. His presence was missed when he wasn't able to play. So great to see Pancho back fully fit again. Hopefully big things in the promotion charge. Quick replay there. Pablo Maldonado does well to cut inside, and the ball is cleared for a Malaga City throw-in. Pancho into the feet of Pape in a bit of space. Finds the feet of Pancho. Swings the ball in with his weaker right foot. Headed clear by Lucena only as far as Kundai, and then followed up and cleared all the way to Usu. Did well under pressure with the header. Try to find Pape. Pancho does well, and Javier Rodels looks like he was fouled there. Referee allows play to continue with FCMC in possession. Pancho shoved off the ball. Shirt was being pulled. Referee again says nothing doing. Lucena throw. Got the replay there as Lucena cycled the ball around the back and maintained possession. He's got a full hand on his shirt, being kicked, but referee, from his perspective, may have been shielded from it. Linesman didn't feel there was enough contact in it as play continues. Ball in behind from Lucena. Usu does well to track the run and clear. Ball just slipped the wrong side of Thompson there. Usu had to be alert in behind and clear the danger. Lucena maintain possession. You can hear from our perspective and our vantage point. You can almost hear Fune imploring his line to move a bit higher up, give him a bit more space to work in behind. And there is that long ball. But as I said, with the space in behind now, Fune high off his line, easy pickings for him. Fune puts the ball on the ground. Pancho wants it, but the ball from Fune just a bit too far. Lucena might have a chance to counter here, but cut out well by Ariola. Another slip from the Lucena player. Good header from Maldonado, giving up a few inches there, but did well to win the header. Lucena looks to cut inside. Foul whistled on Ariola there. Bit of a 50-50 one. Not sure if there was much difference between that challenge and the challenge on Pancho down the line. We'll have a look at it now. And striker just begins to turn. Angelo does grab his arm and pulls him back a little bit. So probably the right call made. Just a bit of consistency would be nice. Dangerous free kick here for Lucena. Fune sets a 2-man wall. It's going to be an outswinger. Space in behind. Looks like the boys are pretty well marked. Fakes the first one. Maybe offside there. Header comes in and flies over the bar. Wow, half chance there for Lucena. Brilliant ball in. We'll have a look at that now. We'll even break the slow-mo out so we can see the offsides line. So the hesitation, looks like 2 or 3 Lucena players are in an offside position there. From our perspective, this is what it looks like. Linesman was not up with play. They did have a quick look at him before that ball got swung in, and then after, he was still running towards the corner flag. So it could have been the linesman being out of position there who didn't see those players in an offside position. Santa looks to play a quick 1-2 into the box. Cut out well. Angel slide, ball chipped in behind, cut out well by Usu. Strikers in here. Oh, and the left-footed strike. Just a swing and a miss. Let off there for FCMC. Big chance. Could have been 3-0 very early in the second half. Good play from Kundai into the feet of Javier Rodelas, who looked to find Pancho, but cut out really well by the backtracking number 12 of Lucena. But Pablo Maldonado picks the ball up in the middle, steals it off the feet. 4 versus 3 here. We've got numbers on the outside. Picks out Alvaro de Ojo, looks to cut in on that left foot. Will he do it? Goes back to Maldonado, and the ball is cleared for a corner. Again, Pablo Maldonado been one of the shining lights for FCMC here tonight. Does really well to dispossess the Lucena midfielder. Drives forward confidently. Found the pass to Alvaro, whose cut back to Maldonado was cut out. Ball back into Alvaro, cuts inside, and loses out on the 50-50 challenge and comes off a bit worse from it, and down he goes. But in the meantime, Lucena looked to break again, and the referee blows for a stoppage of play, and real concern here for Alvaro as the referee goes over to check on him. A tough 50-50 challenge there. Looks like the physio will be called onto the pitch. And yes, Manu Torres, our physio, does come out now, but real worry for Alvaro de Ojo. Assistant coach Paco calling for Yusuf to get a bit more vigor into his warm-up. Looks like there will be a substitute. Hopefully he's not injured too badly, but of course you don't want to take any risks, especially in a friendly, with Alvaro needed for the stretch run of the season, which is coming up in just a few weeks. Alvaro limps off with the help of Manu Torres. Looks like there will be a substitution coming soon. We'll keep you updated on that. Looks like it may have been a problem with the ankle. Of course, Alvaro did have a few injury problems with a bit of a hamstring strain in about the midway part of the first half of the season, which he's done well to bounce back from, and was playing well here tonight. Hopefully the injury isn't too serious, but it looks like the substitution will happen imminently. Lucena come back down the left-hand side. Good defending there from both Usu and Jacob Thompson. Forces the pass to be intercepted by Mario Abumitri, whose possession pass is intercepted. As Lucena start again. We can just see on the far side of the pitch, Alvaro testing it out. Looks like he might be having another run back at it. Ball in behind from Lucena. Defended well, forced backwards by Thompson, who's now being attacked 1v1. Touch gets around the outside of him, but really good assistance there from Angel Ariola. Just got the better of a run on Thompson, but Angel cut the attack out from behind and then clears long up the pitch, just over the head of Abumitri. Juan Carlos asking if Alvaro can do 5 more minutes. Looks like it was a thumbs up given from Del Ojo. Looks like he'll come back onto the pitch when the referee gives him the signal. And indeed, he does come back onto the pitch, so that's a really positive sign to see. Did not want an injury, but looks like it was just one of those contact wounds. Bit of cold too, probably didn't help, but it's great to see him back on the pitch. As a chance here for Lucena, ball top of the box, cuts inside and rifles a shot over the top of the goal. Bit of disorganization here from FC Malaga City, with Lucena breaking in behind almost at will. For some reason, no support. Of course, Alvaro just coming back onto the pitch, but Thompson does well to recover, force the big touch inside as the shot flies over the bar. Good feet there for Maldonado to find the feet of Alvaro, who does brilliantly. Looks to have shaken off the earlier knock and is now attacking 1 versus 1. Javier Rodelas is open at the back post if he can find him. Instead, chooses to go the direction of Pablo Maldonado, who does well to win FCMC a corner, especially in a tough situation there. Good break again for Malaga. The wingers have looked dangerous on the counterattack. So good free from Maldonado. Well won 50-50 there from Alvaro, who drives forward very, very confidently, with full pace too, I might say. Looks to find Maldonado on the overlap, but the pass is just left a bit too short and cleared by Lucena. Resulting corner swung in from Alvaro, cleared at the first post, doesn't beat the first man. Recollected by Pablo Maldonado, finds the feet of Pancho, who turns out onto the left foot. Will he have a go from Glory? No, chip in behind, looking for the run of Javier Rodelas. Cut out and then cleared all the way up the pitch by Lucena. Lucena possess again. They've been dangerous down the left-hand side early in the second half. Hopefully Malaga can kind of figure out the rotations that they've been doing, really figure out how to mark and how to cover them in those certain roles. But a good pass inside. Ball finds its way back out to the wing, taking on Pancho 1-versus-1. Brilliant sliding challenge there from Pancho to clear for a corner. Wow, had to get that one right. If not, that was going to be a foul and potentially a penalty kick, but a brilliant sliding challenge leads to a Lucena corner. Get a replay, cuts inside of Javier Rodelas, and a 1-2 on the wrong side of Pape. Ball gets sprayed out to the side, takes on Pancho 1v1, and wow, that would have been a penalty. Had to get that one right. Did brilliantly to clear the ball. Corner, outswinger, just over the head of the advancing center back. Line quickly gets out under the command of Funes. Lucena maintain their possession again. Good pressure there from Abu Mitri, forcing Lucena just to keep the ball back and not allow a quick counter-attack again to the ball immediately back into the box. Abu Mitri does have to be a bit higher up, though. They seem to be sitting back, especially till 2-0 down. Not sure if that's the best strategy, as Abu Mitri does finally start to put pressure on the ball. Big switch made. Header flicked over the head of Thompson. He's back in position now. Isolated 1v1 as the striker cuts inside, squares it with his left foot, but is cleared brilliantly from Usu. As Pape looks to counter here. Malaga City have numbers if they look to counter, but Pape decides to put his foot on the ball, relax a bit of the play, switches it all the way to the feet of Pablo Maldonado, who decides again just to relax the play and cycle it all the way back across the center backs. Possibly good decision there for Malaga City. They were a bit stretched before, just did well to keep the ball, but the pass from Thompson intended for Abu Mitri cut out by Lucena, who come back. Ball on the wrong side of Usu, but only on the wrong side because he was offside. Really good discipline line from there from Usu and Angel Areola. Have a replay for that, a replay of that for you right now. Yeah, it looks like he was clear about yard offside, I'd say. Really good line. Great organization there coming from two players in the center of the park. Ball fizzed in behind. Usu does well just to take it to the outside. Looks to find the feet of Alvaro Delho, but the pass is cut out. Tell you what, that's one of the things I've noticed about Lucena is they are very, very quick to win those first and second balls. Any pass that they think they can have a chance at to go nip in behind and grab, they will. And we do indeed now have the wholesale changes that were promised before coming soon. So I'll get the producer on the numbers very fast so we can pop up all the graphics for you. But those changes will be coming at the next stoppage. Angel does well to allow the ball to ride back to Usu. Ball from Mario Abu Mitri looking for the run of Alvaro de Ojo. And it runs out in what probably will be Alvaro's last action tonight. So coming on, we have number 7, Nicky Gallo. Number 17, Yusuf Cisse. And number 11, Alex Domingo. And number 8, Cameron Williams. Alex, 11. And coming off, we have both wingers, Javi Rodelas, Kundai Mukweva out of the 6, Pablo Maldonado out of the 10, and on the far side, Javi Rodelas. So the replacement is both wingers, the number 10 and one of the number 6s. So knowing what I know about this team, Cam Williams will drop into his natural role in the 6 next to Pape. Yusuf and Nicky will probably head to the wings, and Alex Domingo will slide right into the 10. So this is more representative of what would be the starting team and what has been the starting team from FC Malaga City now. So this is a real good test for the last, let's say, 25 minutes of the match tonight. So this is more or less what the first team has been. I believe this may be the exact team that started this weekend. And it'll be interesting to see how they function together against a Lucena side that has been pressuring. Big switch from Usu is cut out, but Alex Domingo does well to find the ball to the feet of Cameron Williams. Usu decides to take the easier route this time and go back to Fune. Put under pressure, does well to find the feet of Areola. finds Williams. There's that combination of Angel and Cameron. Both academy graduates just have that telepathic almost communication within themselves, just always know where each other are on the pitch. They really are a pleasure to watch play together. Lucena possessed. Alex Domingo starting to lead the line now, looking a bit higher. So Domingo, a hybrid 9 or 10. We've managed to pick him up. The worldwide scouting network of FC Malaga City Senior has managed to find him after being released from Almeria. We've managed to bring him in, and he has been a standout performer this year for the FCMC Senior side. Made Team of the Week quite a few times. So he's been a great addition to the side. As well as, of course, as Mateo Garces reminds me, don't forget big man Ryu. Of course, Ryu Yamaguchi still on the bench, was on the bus tonight. Not sure if he's scheduled to play in this match tonight, but Ryu has indeed been starting. So, of course, we can't forget our man Ryu Yamaguchi. Of course, another veteran of FC Malaga City on the CDAC Seniors last year. Made the jump to the FCMC Seniors this year. It's Juan Carlos, a player that Juan Carlos really likes, rates really highly, and was part of the clean sheet in the last match. As Pancho gets almost run over, for lack of a better word. I have not seen this happen very many times. So Pancho goes to take the throw in quickly amidst a contentious decision by the referee, and the opposing player just jumps straight into him, much to the annoyance of head coach Juan Carlos, just below in shot. And now the ball runs away from Pancho, who still may be a little shook from the play that just happened previously. Well, that was a strange one. Never seen that before, really, in a match. But you see something new every day. As, wow, the number 18 with a big throw to switch play, deceiving Abu Mitri. As Lucena looks to build again. Run down the channel. Marshaled really well by Thompson. What a touch that was to bring it down on his weak foot and start play back with Yusuf Cisse. Good play around the back as Thompson finds the feet of Pape. Head coach Juan Carlos calling for a switch, but Pape loses out into the midfield. A quick 1-2 played around Usu. Can Thompson get back and recover? He does well to get the right side of him. Does even better to force the play backwards. And cheeky little nutmeg there on Pape. But to no real avail as the play goes backwards. Left-footed ball swung dangerously into the box. Free header there, headed back to the top of the box, and the strike goes wide. But before that, the play has been whistled for offsides. So let's see where we get that replay from. The left-footed ball swung into the box, and from that angle, quite clearly offsides. We'll have another look at it right now. So he gets the touch out of his feet, and the striker does just go a step early. You can see it from there. Just, I'd call it a yard offsides. Long ball from Fune, cut out by the number 18. Ball was a bit telegraphed. You could tell where that one was going. Ariola does well not to play back to Fune, who would have been under pressure, as Gallo gets barged over, and the referee says nothing going. It's the third time that number 18 has committed a foul as Abu Mitri goes down holding his knee, and the referee signals for a foul. Abu Mitri pops up all okay. Gaia, who's been in the wars lately. If we go quick, we may have some space. Smart play from Williams just to wait for everything to get organized. Does indeed end up going quick for a throw-in. Throw-in to the feet of Abu Mitri does really well under pretty immense pressure to get the ball out to the feet of Pancho. And here's Nicky Gaia, his first chance to really run at the opposition, just brilliantly to flick over one player. Drives to the byline, cuts in on his left foot, and wins the side of corner. Really good play there from the Zimbabwean winger, Nicky Gaia. A nice little flick over the outstretched leg of the defender. Does well to win a side of corner. So great hold-up play to start from Abu Mitri. Pancho picks it up, finds Gaio. Sliding tackle from the number 18, who just seems to love a challenge. And Gaio does well to win a corner. But that resulting corner does not beat the first man once again and cleared by Lucena. Can't imagine there's too many things more frustrating for a center back than coming all the way up, doing a 60, 70-yard jog all the way up just for the corner to hit the first man and then have to run 60, 70 yards back. And you can almost see from the faces of Angel and Usu, they are not the best pleased right now. sloppy play there from Lucena results in an FCMC throw-in. Pretty high up in the attacking end. Into the feet of Gaio, who does well under pressure to control, as the referee blows for a foul. Could have been light again. Gaio, ever the sportsman, picks up the number 19 as FCMC get back into shape. We approach the last 20 minutes of the half here. The second half has really been moving by quite quickly. I did not realize quite so much time had gone. But again, it's following the pattern of the first half. Lucena started well for the first 15 minutes, and for the last 10 to 15 minutes, FCMC has really grown into the game and starting to fashion some better chances. Need just to find that clinical edge in front of goal to see if we can really find ourselves back in this game. Good, confident goalkeeping there from Fune to take his touch away from the defender, but the pass from Pape just misses Alex Domingo. Oh, what a tackle that was from Angel Ariola. If he doesn't make that challenge, number 12 is in behind, and it might be 3-0. Might be good enough for a replay. I think it is, as the producer is queuing it up. And here's Nicky Gaio's pace on show again. Sliding tackle from number 18. Gaio could be in behind here. Gets barged over. Must be a penalty, ref. Referee says no again. Wow. Nicky Gaio did absolutely brilliantly there to find himself in the box on the wrong side of the defender and just robbed of a penalty decision. So there's Gaio. There's the number 18 who just, again, finds himself on the ground, this time missing out on the slide tackle. Gaio takes the touch around and is shoulder barged off the ball, and the ref says no. I've seen quite a few refereeing decisions in my time. That may be one of the worst ones I've seen. Of course, Nicky Gaio, not a man to go down easily as well, would much prefer to score than earn a penalty. And down he went, just shoved off the ball. Play on, says the ref. This time the referee does indeed say nothing doing for Malaga. Ball finds Cameron Williams Street. Looks for Abu Mitri in behind. Yeah, looks like he's right. Flag is up for offside. Just went a half step early. Let's have a replay of that. So Poncho, ball into Cam. Brilliant touch to take himself away from the outside back. And, yep, you can see it there perfectly. Maybe the outside back kept him on the opposite side, but it looked like Abu Mitri just drifted a step off sides. Although coming back to those chances in these last 15 minutes, both have been created by Nicky Gaio. First the corner and then the penalty shout. So really positive signs coming down this FCMC left-hand side as we approach the last 20 minutes. Good pass there from Thompson. Finds the feet of Williams. And Pape is whistled for a light foul in the center of the park. Oh, again, just don't like that call. But referee's a lot closer than I am, so maybe it was something that he saw that I didn't. The play finds its way back to the Lucena center back. Number 18 tries a long ball down the line for number 17 to chase. Well tracked by Angel Ariola, who takes his touch to the outside and then just clips a nice little deft ball into the feet of Poncho, who continues his run forward after a 1-2 from Cameron Williams, is dragged down. His body's flying all over the place. Alex Domingo could be in behind here if Abu Mitri can find the pass. Oh, look to switch the ball to Cisse, but his chipped pass was cut out by the retreating Lucena left back. As a stoppage of play here, as the Lucena player just appeared to stop, holding something. Can't really tell what. Let's have a look at it here. Great camera work, of course. Zoomed in super close. I didn't see any contact. My producer shaking his head didn't see any contact. Just stopped play, put his hand on the ball, as the referee lets them continue. Strange one again. Left-hand side, Cisse tracking his runner very well. The back heel finds the winger in open space. Dangerous ball swung in with the left foot. Good touch by Fune there on the back end, just to throw this striker off a little bit as Gaio looks to break here. Oh, look at that play by Poncho, and then a brilliant ball in behind for Abu Mitri from Gaio. Abu Mitri doing well, and just a bit of a tangle legs. Don't think there was any malice in that challenge from Abu Mitri. But if we can get a longer replay here, I'd like to show you one thing that we saw before. just a bit of a football kind of play. So watch this play here from Pancho. Gallo's running forward, and look at Pancho just put his body right in front of the retreating defender. It's not a foul, and it slows him down just enough to give Gallo that opportunity to slip that ball in behind. A really, really great, a really smart play that you don't often see out of some of the players at a lower level. But Pancho, of course, played very experienced. A great little football play there. Malaga throw in on the far side. Thompson finds the chest of Cisse. Quick little 1-2. Ball finds its way inside to Domingo. Pape, switch could be on here. Pape finds the feet of Pancho. He's got Gallo on the outside of him. Gallo again isolated 1v1 versus the number 18, who loves to go to ground with a sliding challenge. This time Gallo just takes a touch straight past him, then cuts back. Wow, Nicky Gallo, great feet. Nicky plays a 1-2 in behind with Williams, who then plays again to Pancho. Pancho ball inside with the left foot. Doesn't beat the first man, but he was offsides anyway. So really good interplay between the three of them, Gallo, Williams, and Pancho on the left-hand side. Get a quick view of it now. So look at this turn of pace from Gallo. Cuts inside, leaves 18 in the dust, then cuts it back on him to use an NBA turn, breaks his ankles. Then a quick little 1-2. Pancho, Williams, back to Pancho. But the run from Pancho had just found himself in an offside position. Much better last 20 minutes here from FCMC. Might have a sense that a goal is coming if we can find that final ball to create that real gilt-edged chance that we had in the first half. But Malaga clearly been the better side over the last 20 minutes. Lucena now do seem content just to sit a bit more men behind the ball, possess a little bit, try to take the sting out of the game, as Malaga do have the momentum right now. Of course, Malaga are indeed coming off a 2-hour coach journey into more northern Spain. Cordoba about in the center, 2 hours away from Almun is where we are right now in Lucena. So a nice little bus ride through the heat of the day and then into the cold of the mountain night. Big switch of play from Lucena, doesn't fool the head of Pancho. Brought down well in the middle by Gaia, who's just taken out from behind as referee blows for a foul. We do have more subs coming on. So, 3 subs on the way. We've got number 19, Nick Page. We've got number 16, Torben Francis. And it looks like we have a debutante keeper, number 13, Alex Medina. So, coming off is Mario Abumitri, who only came on a few minutes ago. Of course, Fune coming off, as the keeper would need to. And the last sub was Nick Page. Looks like he came on for Pape. So, Medina goes to goal. Torben Francis in his natural position at striker. And Nick Page in his natural position well, playing that hybrid 6-8 role with Cam Williams. And speaking of Williams, gets the play underway with a long ball to Gallo, isolated against number 18. Let's see what he can do here. Gallo drives to the byline, swings the ball in, and cleared for a corner. Really good play again from Gallo. Great vision there from Williams to find him off the quick free kick. Gallo goes into the corner, takes his man down to the side, and wins another corner. Hopefully the delivery's a bit better this time. We can beat the first man and really fashion a chance. Gallo swings the ball with the right foot. Much better corner this time. Looking for the head of Usu. Just evades his touch and goes all the way out onto the opposite side. Kept in by Lucena. Must have touched the Lucena head then if he wants to keep the play in. Finds the ball back to the keeper, who takes a bit of the sting out of the game, puts his foot on it. But pressure from Torben Francis on the center back forces a long ball. Cut out very well by Usu. And then Nick Page finds the switch to Jacob Thompson. Good interplay from Angel Areola back to Medina. Of course, the debutant keeper, dangerous pass there from Areola, but I think he knew what he was doing on the wrong side of the advancing Lucena striker. Finds a switch to Jacob Thompson. Looks to play into the feet of Torben Francis. Does well to hold the ball up under a bit of pressure, but just loses out on his second touch. We've got a comment from Kira. Yes, Nick Page is indeed on for the last 15 minutes of the match today. Nick Page, of course, a second-year FCMC veteran, was a member of Sean Morris's under-19 side last year and has made the jump to senior football this year with Juan Carlos's FCMC senior side. And, of course, we do have to give a shout-out to Torben Francis as well. Started this season with Sean Morris's FCMC under-19 side all the way in Estepona. And after his good performances there, head coach Juan Carlos Anan has wanted to bring him in and see what he's all about for the senior team. So we've seen Torben a few times in training for the FCMC. I believe this is the first or second time he's been in a match. So big chance for Torben here to create a bit of buzz around him and hopefully stamp his authority on the team and work his way into Juan Carlos's plans for the second half of the season. Good play from the number 19. Just breaks a few lines between Williams and Gaio and then decides to switch play. Thompson closing out well. Of course, Jacob Thompson, great defender. Another one of the FCMC alum who's started in the academy, made the jump to senior football. Quite a few of those players on this team. It's really good to see that story and that progression, those clear pathways from youth football into senior football and hopefully beyond. Alex Domingo picks the ball up into the middle, looks to go on one of those mazy FIFA runs, but the ball is cut out by the center back and cycled all the way back to the keeper. 10 minutes to go here in Lucena as the clock ticks towards the 80th minute. Not expecting too much added time, but of course we'll keep an eye on it. Only 2 to 3 minutes, especially in a friendly. Lucena breaking behind. Thompson doing really well to recover. Ball swung in over the head of Medina, who was not too sure where he was. Ball rolls into the corner. Cut inside by the winger. So Lucena maintained possession. Good tackle there from Pancho. Went to slide in, realized he wasn't going to get there, and then pulled out of it, fooling the winger into thinking that he was going to go all the way for it, and ultimately winning a side throw. Felipe Ribeiro, let's go Torben. Felipe, thank you for all your support for Torben and for the boys. I'm not sure. I may have a guess that you're one of Torben's former teammates in Estepona. That's going to be my guess of who you are. So thank you very much for the support. We're great to see you. And Greg Williams back on with Let's Go Cam, but it's not actually Greg Williams, as we learned in the first half. It is Greg Williams' wife, Cameron's mother. So great to see you back on the stream. Cameron has been playing great for the 15-20 minutes he's been in. Just to get a brief run out before I'm sure he'll be starting at the weekend, as Cam isn't ever present in the team. Long switch there for Thompson. Finds himself on the wrong side of the defender. Brings it inside for Yusuf Cisse. Brings him into the play. Francis makes the run in behind. Chooses to go back to Thompson. Jacob cuts inside with a nice little Cruyff turn. Ball inside to Nick Page. Will he have a shot with the left foot? Yes, he will from range. And just hits it as the ball skews wide of the target. Devin Sierra rooting for the Torbinator. Devin Sierra, of course, one of the other players who began in Estepona and has made the journey to Almun, playing in Alvaro Arias' under-21 side. Of course, you can't bring up Devin Sierra without bringing up Trista Sierra, which I'm sure he's sick of at this point. So sorry, Devin, but of course, Trista Sierra, one of the FCMC Femenino players from last year. Now Devin came this year, so a real family affair with the Sierra family and FCMC. Devin, an absolutely great guy, an even better player, so great to have him on the stream with us. Nick Page finds the feet of Cameron Williams, who is taken out with a late slide tackle. That's absolutely brutal in a friendly. It's just unnecessary, taking out one of the better players here. Oh, just no point. Referee gives him a yellow card for what he did, but there's just no reason for that in a friendly. It's inexcusable in the 80th minute. The ball found its way to Page, over to Williams. Williams shifts the ball out, and a full-blooded slide tackle comes in and cleans him out. A full second after the ball was gone. Unbelievable. Honestly, if more surprised, none of his teammates immediately went and stuck up for him and decided to have a word with the number 17 who took him out. That was a brutal challenge. But back to the action as Pancho swings the ball in. Wow, confident claim there from the keeper, coming 6-7 yards all the way out of his goal with a nice loud keeper call. Claims the cross brilliantly. Torben Francis getting a lot of action in the comments. Gio Castillo, the under-19 keeper, and Roman Francis. Go Torbinator. Let's go Torben. Torben Francis, a brilliant player. And there's Cam Williams taking his revenge on the number 17. Brilliant sliding challenge there. Wins the ball. Takes some of the man. Bit of malice in that one, I think, from Cam. He's not often that kind of guy, but you know what? 17 deserves it. Who then apologizes with number 17. Takes a bit of a swing at him. Wow, things are getting testy here in the last 5 minutes.
Nacho, Nacho, con cabeza, con cabeza.
Long ball in behind to chase for Francis. Keeper well off his line to clear. Ball goes over the head of Thompson. Looked like it was a handball. Referee clearly didn't see it. As Lucena drive forward, ball slipped between Page and Usu. Isolated against Page. Cuts inside, top of the box. Cuts left on Usu. The strike. Good save there from Medina. Replay number 17. And the referee has signaled for offsides on the striker off the rebound from the save. So we'll have a look at the save now. Usu gets cut inside. Good save there from Medina. And yeah, the striker was offside. You can see just in front of Medina after the save. So right call by the linesman as we tick towards the last 5 minutes. Medina playing out of the back into the feet of Usu, who finds Thompson on the far side. Thompson into the feet of Yusuf Cisse, both playing about 20 minutes tonight after having started this weekend. Nick Page chipped long ball into the chest of Nicky Gaio, who's again isolated against the number 18. Gaio this time decides to cut inside, and his pass for Nick Page is found really well by Page, attacking that ball to get that first touch ahead of the defender. Usu, dangerous ball down the line for Thompson. Thompson cuts back again with that patented Jacob Thompson-Cruyff turn. To the feet of Usu as Malaga look to build again, but the touch from Cisse around the corner does not go as planned, and Lucena looks to break here. Good touch behind, splits a few defenders. Thompson isolated on the outside, goes to close down, and Lucena just decide to restart play, put their foot on the ball. Good pressure there from Cisse, leads Lucena back into their own half. Alex Domingo closes tight, and Torben Francis continues the press. Number 18 cuts in dangerous here, tracked step for step by Gaio, and then cut out by Angel Ariola. Domingo could be in behind here. Ariola decides to find the feet of Torben Francis instead. Gaio's in behind if Francis can find the ball. He does really well to slip a right-footed ball into the channel. Gaio inside, looking for Francis. Oh, almost to get himself on the score sheet in his first match for the senior side. Ball picked up by Cam Williams, still might find a goal. Shot from Williams, deflected, and then collected by the keeper. Good spell there for FCMC, 2 chances. Nice ball in behind from Francis. Gaio does well just to wait for that run to come back. Oh, and Francis just out of the reach of his extended toe. And then the shot from Williams following up was blocked in front and found its way into the keeper's hands. Frankie in the comments, go for it, Torben. The Torben Francis hype is real. One of the best players for the 19s this season has found his way into the senior setup. So great moment for him to be on a pitch like this, playing for a legend in head coach Juan Carlos Anon. So hopefully big things to come for Torben in this second half of the season. Last few minutes here in Lucena as the cold really begins to bite. And while the cold begins to bite and Lucena possess, it is time to give that shout out to the all-famous production and the camera crew. Of course, on production next to me today, with his hands behind the monitors, advising everything, is none other than Mark Bridle. And on the camera, we have dueling Ellies today. We have Ellie Hicks and Ellie Brett. Ellie Brett, of course, you all know from last year, and Ellie Hicks, one of the new camera people, of course, helping out, a big help with the media as well, has been really getting involved with the media, which is a very good sign. And of course, Braden Miller here on commentary. So big shout out to everyone involved tonight who are allowing you to see this game. Very big shout out to them who are here in the cold, the long drive, but we're here for you, filming this FCMC free kick. Last 2 minutes of the match. Nicky Gallo stands over the free kick dangerously. I have seen his right-footed delivery. It is quite good. Good in-swinging ball. Keeper started high off his lines. Fumbles this one, and the shot from Cisse goes just wide. Oh, so unlucky there from Yusuf Cisse to grab a goal right at the end of the match. Let's see. Dangerous ball in from Gallo. Keeper with a high starting position. Should have just caught it easily, but fumbled it. Oh, and the shot from Cisse just didn't get the best contact on it as it goes wide. Another comment rolling in for Torben. Unlucky, says Pierce Norris. Pierce Norris, of course, a second-year FCMC Academy player. Began in the under-17s last year, worked his way up to Sean Morris's under-19s, where he finds himself again this year. So hopefully Pierce looking to make that jump to senior football next year, but one of the best players on those number 19, on the under-19s and Sean Morris's side. So great to have him in the comments. Is Roman Francis. Torben is from England. So the English striker, Torben Francis. Bit of information that I didn't know before. Heard the accent before. Wasn't sure if it was English or Australian. My ears aren't that tuned in yet. But Roman Francis, thank you for telling me where Torben is from, as the referee blows for yet another foul on Cameron Williams. Let's have a replay of that here. A loud reaction from the FCMC bench as Williams wins the ball cleanly, and the referees decided it was illegal. Long ball from the center back, looking in behind. Really well done by Thompson to allow that ball to run back to Medina. Medina, the Mexican keeper, on his debut, finds the feet of Cisse with Domingo in behind. Just no communication there between him and Cisse, much to the dismay of Juan Carlos. Looks like Domingo wanted that ball played earlier and was making the run to get that early ball in behind, and Cisse just not on the same page. Last few minutes / seconds of play here. We're not sure how much added time is coming to you, if any. We may hazard a guess. What does the producer think? Producer, what are you thinking with added time? Mark says 30 seconds of added time. I won't even go that high. I will say the referee, as soon as his watch beeps at 90, will blow the whistle. But we shall see. If you want, place your bets. Let us know in the comments what you think the amount of added time would be. And the commentator was right, as there was no added time. Commentator 1, producer 0. But in terms of the game, the final score is Lucena 2, FC Malaga City 0 in this showcase friendly. So good performance from all involved. Overall, a positive performance from an FCMC side who was giving up a full division here against an opponent at a higher level. Plenty of positives to take away from this game for head coach Juan Carlos Añón, with very good chances being created in the second half without many being against them. So in terms of the second half, it was a 0-0 performance. You take out that bad first 15 minutes in the first half and that last 30 seconds of the first half as well, you have a 0-0 match. So overall, great performance here from the FCMC senior side. Coming up, keep your eyes peeled to our social media for upcoming streams, and we will see you soon. Good night.